Okay, so my radiator broke. This is part of the radiator in there. Right here, you might be able to see it. I can probably pull it out. There it is. That's a plastic piece of the radiator. Look at that. What joy we have. Let's set those there. But anyways, radiator broke. Spraying radiator fluid all over. Right there, you can see the end of it right there. It's broken. So what I'm gonna do is try to replace that with a new one. So it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna try to drain it, and then, but in order to do that, I'll probably have to remove these covers here to get to it and then drain it. But just like always, it's definitely raining, so we made a fort and we're gonna be doing it in the rain. So what joys we have here. We went ahead and removed this here. Undid the battery. Then we also started taking off all the stuff. You'll see here we expanded our fort via the covers underneath the vehicle. But right now I'm gonna try to take off the fans while we're letting it drain down there. If you look down here, you got the little thing right here. It's just like nylon. You just twist it and you can undo it. Super easy. You don't want those to break. But yeah, so we're letting that drain. I'm just gonna set that right there. And then, yeah, then we're gonna try to get this guy out of here. Messing around with it, seeing what we can do to get rid of it. Oh, look at that. You gotta shake it loose. But yeah, so that's what we're working on now. Find out everything that's attached to it. I'm gonna have to separate and yeah, kind of learning as we go, figuring it out. All right, so here's the new radiator here. We were able to get the fans out. Then I had to loosen up a bunch of stuff to get the radiator out. Give me a second here. But this is where we got. So I loosened up this guy right here. Then went and this guy here, and then we ended up loosening up the one down there also, so we can lift it up, give it a little pry action on it. But that allows us to get these guys out of there. Still need to disconnect the hoses down there. So that's the bottom radiator hose, and then this I believe would probably be the transmission fluid cooling there. But we're gonna get that taken care of also. And then probably gonna need to flush the thing once we're done with it, and then put it all back together. What joys. But we're gonna replace the top hose and the bottom hose as well. And then I also have inside there should be where the thermostat is. I have a new thermostat we're gonna replace. Right there in that little box. But yeah, so should be able to get it done. Then we don't have to deal with this grimy, broken business anymore. But yeah, all right, cool. Okay, so here's what we got so far. Radiator down there. Got the lower hose off. Still haven't taken off any of the transmission hoses. Then when we go up here, right there, I took out the thermostat majig. And there's the new one. Here's the old one. Look at how much bigger that one is. I don't know if that means anything. There's the old gasket. There's the new one with the gasket kind of on. I'm going to run to O'Reilly's real quick and grab the hoses to replace the old hoses. Get some new clamps. And then we're going to finish it up before it gets too dark. And I'm going to be able to test out my new light that she got me for Christmas. Oh, there's her hand. Thumbs up. But yeah, here we go. Okay, here we go. The night cometh, but I just got back from the store and we've got some water, distilled water for when I flush it out, because I want to, make sure I get all the fresh, clean radiator fluid in there. That's this guy right here. Then we've got our new hoses. Look at this premium quality right there. Look at that. Nice. Okay, so we got, this is, I think, the upper and then the lower. And then I got these guys here, because let me tell you, the clamps, these right here are such a pain to work with. So don't work with them. that's my solution there. And we're gonna get some lighting set up here. I believe she's opening the back door right now, so we can go get that light. But yeah, and then put everything together. And we're taking out the trash. Very good. Okay, now we find out whether or not I broke my car. There's the old radiator right there. I'm gonna have to check and make sure there's no pieces we have to take off of it. I don't think there will be, except for maybe those little rubber booties at the bottom. But here, got a little light setup system going here. But there's the new thermostat put in there. Just got to put the piece back on there, and then put the hoses on, and then reattach everything. Took off these guys here, tied them up there, so that they don't fall. I don't want to drain too much transmission fluid. There's the old one there. All right, cool. So we got the hose back on. We got the other hose back on, and then the radiator's all put in there. Put the fans back on. Basically, everything's put back together. We're gonna use the distilled water there to flush it probably once. I'm not too worried about it. While it's running, we also still have to put the bottom pieces back on, but that won't be a problem. Everything's looking pretty good, I guess. We'll see if it's broken or fixed. Just want to show these no fill, no spill, what is that called? A funnel right there. Pretty cool. Got a little attachment here. Definitely worth the buy. So we got it all done. Got it all flushed. Ran some distilled water through it once. When waiting for it to warm up to test the thermostat, I ended up noticing that my RPMs dropped below 0, which was not good. Might have an air leak. That's just another thing to do on the car. Little setup there. There's the old radiator. Here is the old transmission fluid, and it is poisonous, so we're gonna take it to the dump or recycling place and see if they take transmission fluid. But there's the old ones there. There's my pan. I gotta just now clean up all my stuff, and we're gonna take it around the block and see how it goes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. No fort holding up nice and good, like, you know. So let's go ahead and get this. I'm just gonna put it there, and put it there, and put it there. Cool. All right, that should be it. We're testing it out now. Gonna look at that temperature gauge. I'm gonna back out. I'm gonna do a little around the block. Think I'm going in the ditch. Give me a second here. And all right, so that was definitely took a lot longer than it to, but that's okay. It seems like we're driving pretty smoothly here. I'm gonna go down straight down this road a little bit. My car doesn't sound too weird, but you know, it's better than having radiator fluid spray all over my engine. You know, pay a couple bucks. Definitely can't express how great that no spill funnel is. The no spill funnel is pretty darn great. Now here's the thing, it is a pretty penny. I bought mine at O'Reilly's. You could probably get one cheaper online, but it cost me it was like $45. So for a thing of plastic, oof, it's pretty high. But I really like it. I really like it. It's a great quality funnel. I'll be able to use it for a lot of stuff, which is cool. So that's good. Let me stop here. Boop. I'll roll this up there. Nice. Okay. Look at this. The temperature's going up. Now I did, after I flushed my radiator fluid, I let my engine sit for a bit, so it's rising to that temperature because I had it sitting, warming up and everything. And turn the heat way up here. Yeah, it definitely got hot air coming out, which is nice. So my heater core is still good. Yeah, it's all pretty great right now. Pull into the parking spot. Ooh, definitely got dark. Look, here's the thing. My projects tend to take quite some time. But that's okay, because we're getting it done. We're learning different things. You know, fixing your own car. You tend to see a lot of other problems in it. But that's okay. And I guess we'll see you next time. Still got to fix my rotors. And still got to fix other stuff. So I'm going to find out why it's idling so low. That is not as low as it was idling, which is nice. It was down below the zero. So I'm looking at that. And I guess we'll see you next video.